All right, everybody. So bad news for the bunnies. I was headed out to do barn chores this morning, and as I was walking along to the barn, I saw this little bits of fur, and that's going to be the fur that Mom had plucked from her belly as she was covering the nest. So we follow, there's more. We head over here to the nest. There's more. There's blood on a leaf. And then there's the empty raided nest. So what we learned, what's interesting, the difference between evolution and adaptation. Where rabbits have evolved, there's a big clump of fur. This would have been the fur from her belly that she plucks out to use to make the doorway for the nest. An evolutionary step. Once the stimulation for lactation, for nursing, is ended, the fact that these babies are gone, she will ovulate probably today or maybe tomorrow. So she'll be out seeking a new mate or whatever mate she can find. See, they don't do sexual selection, they do natural selection. So there's not going to be males competing for her. She will mate with the first male that's available. And that is what happens with animals that are low on the food web, the multipliers. So that's an evolutionary step where she ovulates right away, gets bred right away, gives birth again to another group of babies right away. Whereas an adaptation is something that she learns individually. Evolution is what happens as a species. An adaptation is what she learns individually. Hopefully she learns that that was not a good site for making a nest. Because normally she'd find a spot out here in the grass somewhere, like up under a pine tree like this. I don't know how well we can see it. Like up under a tree like this, she could snuggle up in there, someplace where there's more protection. But she chose an easy spot. It was easy to dig in this gravel base, but that clump of grass where she had her nest was just a little clump of grass alongside a building. And so if something picks up movement or something picks up scent, it's real easy to realize that this is where it was, because it's not hid very well. So an adaptation would be her learning to choose a better nesting site. Whereas evolution would be the fact that as soon as she's done nursing, for whatever the reason, she's going to ovulate again right away and have another set of babies. That's an evolutionary step that saves a species. Her adaptation will determine the likelihood of her babies surviving to adulthood. And that's the difference between an adaptation and evolution.